Hey guys, Cody here with CMR Fabrications, and we're really excited to bring you this episode of Toolbox Talk. We have a product that we're going to introduce to you guys that we have spent an absolute great deal of time working on. We've spent countless hours in the R&D process and thousands of hours in in-field testing. And that product is our new generation eyebox. This is the ultimate eyebox. There's no competition on the market that will be able to hold any type of candle to this. Some of the features that makes this eyebox so great are the fact that we're moving away from a product design that is wood. That product design has been around since the pancake has been in inception, and it did its job for a very long time, and it did its job well. But it's time for new tech and equipment that's more durable and more comfortable. The wooden eye boxes have a lot of issues with holding up to weather. Going from really dry climates to really wet climates, they absorb moisture and they like to crack over time, and it's just time to do away with that. So we've spent years developing this, probably about 3 years in total developing this eye box. And I'll just give you a little overview on some of the features here. So first and foremost, we've designed this to be able to retrofit to all of our existing pancakes. So if you have a pancake from us, you can send it in and we can go ahead and retrofit this onto it with no modifications to the hood. So we spent a lot of time making sure all of our new, cool, updated products and features can be integrated into our old systems. We're the only company that spends a lot of time trying to do that. We know that not everybody can always just go buy a brand new hood every time we release a change. So we try to make sure we can integrate all of these changes into our great products that are already out there. So like I said, if you have an existing pancake and you want to upgrade to this new eye box, you can send it in. We can take the wood one off and we can get you one of these new ones on there. The second largest feature on this box that's going to make it completely different is the fact that it has this custom gasket. This gasket has a ton of geometry, allowing it to conform to many face sizes. If you have a very big face and if you have a very small face, this eye box will fit you comfortably and continue to seal out the light. The second big feature about this eye box and gasket design in combination is that you can use regular eyeglasses or safety glasses. That's what these flaps are designed to do. They're designed to cover the arm of the glass as it runs along the side of your face and still block out light. We recommend that if you're going to run safety glasses in this eye box, it is one of the slimmer style pairs of safety glasses. Unfortunately, there are design constraints that we have to design within, and what we found to work best is the low profile glasses. So, but they're still going to fit in there. They're going to work well. I've even used a pair of like low profile spies in there before, which are just traditional sunglasses or edge safety glasses, those thin ones, and they work really well. Another couple of features on this is this gasket is removable. So if it ever gets worn down or burnt up after a couple of years, you can go ahead and take this thing off in the field. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver with a number 1 size tip on it. This thing comes right off. Make sure you don't lose the screws, and then you put the new one right back on. It'll just take you a couple of minutes, and then bam, got a fresh gasket on there. Unlike the foam, this thing isn't gonna sit there and absorb all your sweat, all your dirt and mildew in really moist, humid environments over time. You're gonna be able to wipe this thing off and it's ready to go like it was never used. Another feature is that you don't have to spend countless hours sanding these things to fit anymore. A really well sanded wood box is comfortable, but you still have to put in that time. This thing is ready to run right out of the box. And if someone needs to borrow your pancake, or you need to borrow somebody else's pancake that has our eye box on it, it's going to fit you well, and you don't have to worry about it being a poor fitting box because it wasn't sanded directly to your face. So I think that pretty much covers it on the gasket. Like I said, we spent a ton of time working on this geometry. It has a bunch of cushion in it, a bunch of suspension geometry built in, so it's comfortable and it's not hard on your face. We've literally tested this thing for thousands of hours out in the field by hand-selected people that we knew would be able to give us proper feedback and really put it through its paces. So when we say this thing has been tested, it has been tested. Moving on to the next set of features are the vent design that we've created on this is the only vent on the market that isn't used with like a piece of foam that covers it or a piece of cloth or something like that that will get burnt up, that will let a bunch of dirt in. These vents are designed to block out light and keep out spatter, but still let the box vent and breathe to prevent fogging. So that's really important. And again, say you take a hard hit or you drop your pancake, if one of the vents crack or something like that, they are replaceable. We can pop the vents off, send you some new ones out. You can pop them right in the field. No special tools required. Another feature is the lens box cap. We spent a ton of time developing this to where it's easy to use, it's easy to get in and out, but it has plenty of retention so it doesn't just pop off and you lose it. So that thing literally just pops out and then it pops right back in and you're good to go. So that's a really cool feature. We spent a lot of time kind of working out the kinks on that. And I'm sure that as the years go, we'll refine this even further. But another great feature, as mentioned before, is the fact that it retrofits to the existing pancakes that we have out in the market, is that if you have a pancake and later decide that you want to flip up on it, you can integrate the flip up right into this eyebox. And then later, if you decide that you want to take it off, you can. Now, if you order a pancake with a flip up on it already, it will be mounted to the main mounting holes. And if later you decide that you want to remove that, those rivets are going to have to be drilled out. However, instead of replacing the entire box like you would have to on the wood ones, you can replace just the lens box portion of it, which is a super great feature. So it saves you guys money and keeps things more modular. So moving on to the headband, we've eliminated all of the hardware that's typically on the side. You usually have to have some sort of screw with a larger head on there, and the headband's going to have that overall style buckle on the side. We've eliminated that. So there's 2 more points of failure that are no longer integrated into these eye boxes. With ours, we usually make sure they're pretty placed in there. So typically we don't have problems with those, but we've just wanted to remove those. For one, creates less weight, and for 2, it just makes the product even more low profile and works a little better. All of our headbands are always readily available. So if you guys ever need spares, we can get those things sent right out. Just give Megan a call or email us. So I think I pretty much covered most of the features on this new eyebox. But in the meantime, if you have any other questions about this, features that I may not have talked about or missed, please leave a comment, send us an email, message us on social media, or just give us a phone call. Until then, you guys stay safe, and we'll talk to you next time. Thanks.